Hi everyone, Rachel here from Rachthestamper.com, and today I'm going to show you how to simply mount your stamps with the cling stickers. This actually was inspired by a video I saw by Bevcan Designs. She is out of Australia, so it's going to be a really easy way to get all your stickers mounted so everything lines up absolutely perfectly. And then I also had a viewer ask how to change out your blades for the newer Stampin' Trimmer. So I'm actually going to do that first because that's pretty simple. And the other thing you can do with these is you can also change the way you have your blade. So as you see, I have my scoring blade, which is the lighter blade at the top, and the cutting blade at the bottom, because that's how mine were on my old trimmer. So it's pretty easy to switch them around if you would like to. So if you see down here, and I'm going to see if I can show you, there's a little kind of an open notch down here. So what you need to do is you need to move your blade down to that notch, and if you do, it actually will pop out pretty simply. Look, I say that and now I'm lying. There you go. So it comes out pretty simply. So if you wanted to, you could also, when you get down to this little hole, you kind of just lift up and then pull out. So you could put your scoring blade at the top, or you can put it at the bottom. But basically, as soon as I got my trimmer, I switched them around because that's how I want to do it. So again, there's a little, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little, instead of it being exactly straight right here, there's a little groove in on each side. And what you do when you put them back in is you just put your blade right in at that point, and it'll slide up and down. So if you wanted to put your blade up top, you're going to find that little notched area. Do watch your fingers because you don't want to cut yourself, and you'll just slip it. It slides in pretty easily when you go there, and then you can slide them up and down just like that. So again, the dark blade is the cutting blade, so I'm going to just take it out again just so you can see. So you're going to slide over to that area. So if you're just sliding along, you can see it won't come out, but when you get right to that perfect spot, it'll just lift straight out. So same thing again, I'll show you with this one. This is the scoring blade. So you just slide over right where you were. Now it's going to make me look like a fool again. And it comes out, I'll say, fairly simply. So I'm going to put my scoring blade up top. So I'm just looking for that little notch spot, and you pop them in right there. Scoots up. Same thing here. If you lift it up, it might go in a teeny bit smoother. So it kind of goes down one side then the other, and then it goes in. So that is how you change out your blade. So basically, when you get your blade, I've been using this one for a while. It's still pretty sharp because the blade is so much longer than our other ones were. So I'm not going to change out my blades, but you can order a 4-pack of that. So they are easily replaceable. And then I would just chuck this when I'm finished with it. So that's how to change your blades, or to change how they are oriented. Now for the stamps, actually I have 2 stamp sets because this one I got and I only really used the one stamp. So I'm going to show you both just so you can see how easy this is. And I will post this to the top of my YouTube feed, so it'll replace the other one. So I have also the heart stamp, but it makes it really simple to line up. And when these first came out, I was a little hesitant to do it this way, only because sometimes these stickers can be so sticky that they actually make it a little bit difficult to get off of the blocks. But I've noticed that they aren't quite as sticky, either that or I'm just a little bit used to them. So that's why I've decided this is a nicer way to mount. So I'm going to completely let this go. This is probably the hardest part, is getting it to sit there. So I just have my clear block, and I will go step by step again. So I'm just pushing this down, and then all you're going to do is remove the release paper from the back of the sticker. Okay, you're going to pop out your stamp and remove the protective coating from the back. Just put it down, and you can line them up really exactly because you can see just what you're doing. Press, pull it off. Now I do still put these onto my hand to take a little bit of the sticky off because I still find that they are quite sticky. And I know a lot of demonstrators who tend to leave their stamps mounted to blocks. And I will say that I do kind of have a hard time getting them off of the block still if you don't do that little sticky hand trick. So we'll just go ahead and pop the rest of these out. this one as well. And I used to even kind of keep these in my stamp case inside this little thing, but quite honestly, since we have these better stickers, I find that it's almost a little bit harder for me to keep them from sticking to that, so I have moved on from that. But if you still like doing that, you can absolutely put that in to make sure you know how many stamps you have. And just while we're on the subject, in case you didn't know, I'll show you a couple other things about the stamp case. It does tell you how many stamps you're supposed to have in, so it will say 12. And then, for example, this one has 7 stamps, so it does tell you that. This is the order number, so if you ever to have a problem with your stamp set, this is the item number for this specific stamp set, and it shows you everything on the side as well. So we'll just grab these. I'm just going to open this so when I'm finished I can put them in. So we'll pull up. So what I'm doing is just pulling the sticker off of this, and I am going to save this too because I use this for my other stamps that the ones that are older that didn't stick. They're clear mount. I think they're really just called no mount because they very rarely actually stick, but you can use the actual extra sticker from that instead of buying the sticker paper and just remount your stamps. So I have my sticker on here. So I'm just going to line this up. Same thing. Pull it off. Give it a really good, either you can stick it on your jeans if you're wearing jeans, that's another thing. It'll just kind of pick up enough of the lint that it won't stick. The reason I give it a press is because I want to make sure that it's straight so it doesn't have any bumps in it, because sometimes I still don't mount mine correctly bump wise. So you just want to make sure that you're going in the correct direction, especially when you have these that are kind of more rectangular. And then you're going to just press, line it up, pull it off. Same thing. This one is a cup of thanks. I'll make sure I picked up the right one. Whoops. Yep. Just lining up right on top and pressing, pull, take a little sticky off, and then put it into your case. Oops, that one I pulled the release paper off of. And I just made an adorably cute peek through snowman card. In case you missed it, make sure you check that out. This is the wrong direction. There, we're good. It was really, really, really fun. We used some window sheet for that. And our Stampin' Blends. Coffee is always a good idea. I think this is my favorite stamp, because I will have coffee all times of the day. And the great part about this stamp set is it could be used for pretty much anything. You could use it for hot cocoa, you could use it for cider, for tea. It's very, very versatile. If you have another product that maybe you don't exactly know how to use that we make, please feel free to leave me a comment and I would be happy to do a tutorial. I will say one caveat: I do not own the new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine yet. I still have my Big Shot because mine still works fine and it's not broke, right? So if you have something you would like to see explained, or maybe you think there's a better way to use it that you don't know about, please feel free to either leave me a comment here on YouTube or to send me an email at rachthestamper@gmail.com, because I do these videos for you guys. I'll use a smaller block for this one. I do these videos for you guys, so if there's something that you want to see done, just let me know and I will do my absolute best. If I don't have whatever the item is, I will borrow it if I'm able, because I like to be able to do things so people can understand. I think that makes things so, oops, this one doesn't want to come off, so much easier to use a product when you know exactly what you're doing. I'm going to use a little bigger stamp on this one. The coffee beans, and this will be the final one. If you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos, live and pre-recorded, at least once a week. You can also follow me over on Facebook. However, if you follow me here on YouTube, you do get better for notifications if I actually do post a video or if I go live. So there's that one. Now, again, I did say I will save this because you can trim it up and use it for your other stamps as well. So you do get better notifications over here on YouTube versus Facebook. If you haven't already, again, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button. If you do that, please make sure you turn on the notification bell. That way, every time I do make a new video, you will be made aware of it. If you have a moment, I would love for you to leave a comment on this video. That also helps me to be seen. And you can also give me a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate that. And better yet, if you love this channel and the videos that I make, why not share it with a friend? The more subscribers we have, the more cool things I am able to do and provide for you, because basically it just increases my algorithm. So the closer I get to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, the more fun things I should be able to provide to you all. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'll mount this last one. And if you have any questions about anything I've done today or any of the supplies that I've used, please make sure that you leave me a comment here, and you can also send an email. Now, one thing I want to show you, since we are to this one that is a circle, because circles can be a little bit more difficult to do because obviously they're circles and you don't know where they begin and end. So what we're going to do, and we're going to do one little thing. I kind of just picked because it is the same on both sides. So I'm going to put a little dot right here, okay? And then what I'm going to do, just so I can see it, is, and I picked this one to be the top, I'm going to put a little dot right here at the top on that. Now, if I was being smart, I probably would have done this from the bottom, so I'm actually going to flip it. But what I'm going to do, so I have my dot here and my dot here. So I'm going to have this dot facing so I can see it, so I can see the dot there. And then I have a little dot right here. So I'm going to line this up so the dot matches the dot, and hopefully it should match perfectly. So my lines are right here. Oh boy, that is just like a millimeter off. So if you do have trouble with the circle stamps, that is another idea. So I have my dot that I lined up here with my dot on the sticker. So that did help to make it much easier. So that is a really easy way to do that when you have your circles. Just put a little Sharpie. It's not going to make a difference. It's certainly not going to affect the usage of the stamp whatsoever, but hopefully that helped at least some of you. And I will finish mounting the rest of these stamps, and I'm going to have to make another one with my postage stamp as soon as that comes in. So again, you can get all of these supplies and more in my online store 24/7, rachthestamper.stampinup.net. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye.